Ratchet Clank.
No way. There's no way there was a game called.
Well, some of these are they're getting close here. It's interesting
Some of these shouldn't have been approved, probably.
I like that Ratchet and Clank, like, as you know, the series has gotten bigger, and especially now that Sony, fully owns Insomniac, I feel like those names are getting less sexual and innuendo-ized. But there's a weird early 2000s window here.
Okay, so Walker, my good friend Walker.
Yes.
Or I suppose this would be the beginning of the video. Howdy, folks. Kanaju here. If you saw the title of this video, you might be wondering what I'm doing. Well, I don't have those answers for you. So what I do have is my good friend Walker, who has graciously agreed to help me record this video without.
Hello.
Hi, Walker. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi.
That's good enough. All right.
I'm a fan, and I'm eager to see what this video is going to be.
Oh, I'm sure you'll love it. So, back in 2021, I don't know if you knew this, Walker, but I'm a lifelong supporter of MinMax, the MinMax channel.
I hate to break up the recording here, but you were cutting in and out in that dialogue. I didn't want to say anything, so you could still keep that recording.
Sometime later.
All right. So, Walker, back in 2021, I sent a game to MinMax, that podcast that I was telling you about when you couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
I sent them a game because they read, audience questions, and sometimes they play games that the audience comes up with. So I came up with a game for them back in 2021. This was getting excited for Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. And the name of that game was Ratchet & Clank: Swing, Hit, or Miss. I've ridden into MinMax a few times, but this was, I think, the only time they ever read my stuff on the air. And I was really excited. But it turns out it went so poorly they had to stop midway due to embarrassment. Not even midway.
Oh boy, that's it. This is a weird game. Thank you for writing in, Christopher Castillo.
But anyways, you still in?
I'm with you now.
All right.
I'm in.
All right, you sure? So,
yes.
Okay, so this game, Ratchet & Clank Swing, Hit, or Miss, is a game where I have compiled every Ratchet & Clank game title, like actual game that they released to the public on store shelves. Every Ratchet & Clank pitched game title, which they were not able to get on shelves, or they decided against, and then a bunch of made-up ones that I made up. Basically, the point of the game is you have to guess which titles they actually published and put on shelves, and which ones I just made up.
Okay.
Which sounds like it'd be pretty easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some of them are, and some of them aren't. Just as a question, how familiar are you with the Ratchet & Clank series?
I would say that not very.
Not very. Perfect. Alrighty. It's really just hit or miss, really. I think swing is too complicated. So we'll just go hit or miss. You let me know if it's a game they published or a game they didn't, and then I'll let you know. And you can tell me if you think it's one they came up with or not.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll start. And they're in no particular order either. So.
Okay.
So, you ready?
Yes.
All right. Ratchet & Clank, Going Commando.
Miss.
I'm sorry, sir, that is a hit.
Oh my gosh. Going Commando. Okay.
All right. Ratchet & Clank, Friends with Benefits.
No way. This has to be a miss.
Oh, wait. I misread that.
Okay.
Ratchet & Clank, Fiends with Benefits.
Okay, it's a little bit more like plausible in my mind. I'm gonna mix it. I'm gonna go hit.
No, I'm sorry, sir. They did pitch that one, but they ended up scrapping it.
Okay. Well, I'm getting closer, I guess.
Yeah, you're doing well. All right, Ratchet and Clank, rip you a new one.
I can't give you a reason why I'm going this way, but I'm gonna say miss.
That is a miss.
Okay.
Fun fact, the most powerful weapon in any Ratchet and Clank game is called the Rhino, and that is literally an acronym for rip you a new one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So every
Well,
game has a Rhino
connection there.
weapon.
Yeah. Okay.
Excellent, but you got that one. Very good.
Sweet.
All right.
First one.
Ratchet and Clank, up your arsenal.
Okay, that's one of those ones that it's like I feel like I'm supposed to say miss, so I'm gonna go hit. I'm gonna hit.
It is a hit. That was
Oh
the
my
third
gosh!
game. It's a classic. It's a classic by many
That's crazy.
people's standards. I would say it's a classic.
Okay, sweet.
Ratchet and Clank, booty calls.
No way. There's no way there was a game called Booty Calls. I'm gonna go miss.
Yeah, that's a miss. I made that one up.
Because look, I get that it's a double entendre, but it's not much of a double entendre. Okay, we can continue.
Ratchet and Clank, battle hardened.
I'm gonna say hit.
That's a miss. I made that one up.
Oh dang. Okay, that sounded plausible to me.
It's my marketing background.
Oh.
All right. Ratchet and Clank, quest for booty.
I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm actually very conflicted about this one, especially because we just did the booty calls.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I feel like you wouldn't do booty twice, like if it was I'm gonna go hit.
Ah, you're very wise. You're very wise. Yes,
Yeah.
that was the second game in the Future series on PS3.
Man, that is...
Well, I can't tell you which games it bridged the events of. You'll find out. But yes, it was a short downloadable game. Quest for Booty.
Oh man.
It was a pirate theme.
That is so funny though that's real.
All right, Ratchet and Clank, clock blockers.
Oh my gosh. That's a really hard one. Before I answer this, how old were you when you made this game? Because if you were really young,
it was about 3 years ago.
Okay. I wanted to get an idea.
For those, for those who don't know me, late 20s.
Well, I wanted to get an idea. Of how innuendo savvy you would have been, because that might help me gauge my my guesses here. Okay, it was clock blockers, right?
Clock blockers. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say hit.
Ooh, that was almost a trick question. It was a swing, or I guess it was. They pitched it.
Okay, they pitched it,
but they did not go with it. Yeah, it was
Okay.
the follow up to Quest for Booty, actually.
Okay.
All right, Ratchet and Clank, Into the Nexus.
I'm gonna say hit.
Yep.
Okay, sweet.
Yes, sir. Ratchet and Clank, Getting cocky.
Miss.
Yeah, it's a miss. Good one. See, you're
Thank you.
developing a sense for it.
I am. I am.
Ratchet and Clank. Size matters.
Man, these are getting hard. Okay, and and so was that statement.
Yeah, I know. It's too easy.
It really is. Okay, what was it again?
Ratchet and Clank. Size matters.
Hit. I'm hitting.
That's a hit.
Yes.
It was released on PSP, you see. So it was a smaller game.
I think the fact that I don't have a background knowledge of these games is kind of helping me, because if it's like, oh, I don't remember that game, it must be a miss, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But since I don't know the games, it's all possible.
Ratchet and Clank. Still swinging.
Man, these are really getting hard. Well, not that one, but
see, that was that was the premise of the game, was that
yeah.
It's like some of these, like if you're not familiar with the series, like it's insane that they publish some of these.
Yeah, for real. Like it's insane that like I'm really struggling here, because you know if we hadn't gone through those other ones, you know, I wouldn't be considering this so much. I'm gonna say hit.
Nah, it's a miss.
Okay. Understandable.
I know, it really is a guessing game at this point.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank. Full frontal assault.
Full frontal assault. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Miss.
Ooh, that's gonna be a hit.
Dang it. Okay.
Yeah, I believe they released that for the 10th anniversary.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And it was like tower defense, right? So there really was like an assault on your base. You know what I mean? It was.
Yeah.
I mean, all of these things make sense in context, of course. I don't know why people get things mixed up.
Yeah.
All right, Ratchet and Clank. Cocked and loaded.
Oh man. I'm gonna go hit.
Nah, that one's a miss.
Dang it! I'm starting to like.
You're psyching
favor
yourself
the
out.
ones that are more. Yeah, I'm really. It's like full frontal assault. I feel like was so plausible. I thought it had to be fake, and then this one was like, it's like my radar is completely shifted a 180. It's like
you're picking all the ones that don't make sense.
Yes. My expectations.
All right, Ratchet and Clank. Into the nether regions.
Miss.
Yeah, that is a miss. It was actually a swing. It was a pitch title for Into the Nexus, which you got earlier. Yeah, they almost called it Into the Nether Regions. Well, we don't know how seriously they almost called it, but it's from an official interview or something.
Well, let me ask you.
I did a lot of research back in the day for this.
I want to ask you, are these, like, when they're pitching these games, I have to assume these are merely project titles, right?
Yeah, some of these are like working titles. Some of them are like proposed, like, what should we call this?
Okay. Because, like, you know, at the same time, it's like, I don't know if they actually would have called it this at the end of the day, but it is funny to imagine it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Ratchet and Clank, all for one.
How many are these? There's so many.
There's I would say you're 2/3 the way. No, about halfway through. About halfway through.
Okay. Wow. All right. You said all for one?
All for one with the number 4.
All for
one. Yeah.
with the number 4. Hit.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Ratchet and Clank 4 play with the number 4, obviously. 4 play.
Foreplay.
Yeah, it's a 4-player game.
Right. So it's number 4 then play.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is really hard. I know I said that like a million times. I'm not I'm not trying to reuse the old joke. Like it really is difficult. Miss.
That is correct. Technically,
Okay.
it's a swing. It was one of those joke titles for all for one. But yeah, very good, very good. All right, Secret Agent Clank: Into Deep.
That sounds like a real title. I'm gonna say hit.
It is a miss. I made that up.
Oh, okay. There's your marketing skill again.
It does sound like a real secret agent game, doesn't it? Into Deep.
Yes, because obviously there is the double entendre, right? But I feel like that was, very believable.
Yeah, they do try to get away with quite a bit, and I think you could get away with that on store shelves.
Yes.
If you have the whole secret agent, design and everything, people, it matters like what kind of frame of mind people are in.
So that was completely made up. It was no pitch or anything.
No, that was all me.
Man, all right.
Thank you. All right, Ratchet and Clank: Multiple Organisms.
Is it really like split up like that?
No, you could say multiple organisms.
Miss.
Yeah, it's a swing. That was another working title for that All for One. Along with that Fiends with Benefits. That was also, I think that was for All for One. Someone might correct me on that one. It's been a while since I did the research for this video. It was 3 years ago.
Gotcha.
Yep. All right. Ratchet, fully equipped.
Okay. So wait, so Ratchet had spin-offs as well?
Not quite spin-offs, but just for whatever reason, Clank took a backseat for one of these games.
Okay. I'm sorry, what was the title again?
Ratchet, fully equipped.
Okay. I'm gonna say miss.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Okay.
They didn't call it that. That's not a real game. All right. Ratchet and Clank: Going Mobile.
Hit.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, that one's not cheeky at all. That's just a mobile port. It's just a mobile game.
That was my thought. I was like, okay, it just sounds like they ported it to mobile. So yeah.
Yeah, and that was like flip phones era. It was like really low quality. Yeah, I mean, I've never played it, but it looks pretty. It's a 2D platformer. It's not like a full.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Ratchet and Clank: Bros Before Foes, with the before being spelled letter B number 4. Bros Before Foes.
Okay, so it's Bros letter B number 4 foes.
Mm-hmm. Bros Before Foes.
They really like to use numbers, or at least unless you're making that up. But I feel like we've been seeing that number 4 a lot.
Mm.
Unless that's like another co-op thing, if that's like the idea. Bros before foes. I'm gonna say hit, and the reason why is just because even if that is fake, I really want that to be a real title. Like that's actually, I love that title.
That was one of their working titles for All for One, I believe.
Darn it.
Yeah.
Well, that was a genius title, I think.
I think it actually would have worked, Bros Before Foes.
Yes.
But maybe they felt it was too, like, you know what I mean? Like a little bit too, like, only towards male gamers. And All for One is more inclusive. Like anyone could pick up All for One, you know what I mean?
I didn't really consider that angle. Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying. I mean, for me, when I heard it, I was like, that's actually kind of wholesome. But yeah,
That's because
you're
we're
right.
bros, man. That's because we're bros.
Yeah, exactly.
You always put your bros before foes.
Yes, exactly.
Very good. Ratchet and Clank, Tools of Destruction.
Okay. That does sound like a real title. Hit.
Yep, that's a real title.
Okay, yeah. I feel like I'm doing good. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see at the tally.
I think you are, but yeah, I'll tally these up. All right. Ratchet Rising.
Ratchet Rising.
Mm-hmm.
I do sense some of that double entendre.
You can sense it, huh?
Yes, it's very prominent. I'm gonna say miss.
Yeah, you're correct.
All right.
I made it up. It's not real.
Made it up. Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank. Double Destruction.
And I'm guessing there's no like dashes in there. It's destruction, right?
Of course,
Double
of course.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to excuse my accent.
Your emphasis, does add some more character to it.
Thank you.
That's another one where I don't know, like either way, like if it's a hit or a miss, but I'm gonna say hit because I want that to be real. Like that, I think that's another banger of a title.
Thanks, because I came up with it. It is a banger, though, isn't it?
It is, dude. Good job.
I should have worked at Insomniac circa, 2007 to 2012.
Yeah, your projects would have gotten picked up, man. I mean, they would have loved the titles.
Probably. Right now, they're just you have Insomniac employees watching this, just the meme where they're just like, "Oh, of course, of course," or they're probably like, "Yeah, we thought of that. We were just too embarrassed to say it out loud." In which case, yeah, they're smart.
I mean, if I were you, I'd just gladly take credit if they didn't have the guts to claim it.
That would have been a good title, though.
Yeah.
Very subtle.
Yes.
Ratchet. Deadlocked.
Ratchet. It's another one of those Ratchet games. Miss.
Nah, that one's real.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I mean,
I know that one's not the strongest. I guess it's like wedlocked.
Yeah.
Deadlocked, wedlocked, but
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. But no, that was the real one. Actually, I think it had a different title in Europe. And I don't remember what it is. But it must not have been that good if I didn't put it on this list.
Yeah, if you didn't, yeah.
I'm assuming I did all my research back in 2021.
I will say though, if you had added it to the list, well, Well, okay, I'm guessing it would have been in English, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Continue.
All right. Secret Agent Clank. Undercovers.
I'm gonna say hit.
You wish.
I
made it up. It's a
I do wish
fabrication.
I do wish that was real.
Get it? Fabrication.
Yeah. Oh, you can't stop, man.
All right. Ratchet and Clank. Going dark.
You know. Okay.
So what do you think?
What was it again?
Going dark. Ratchet and Clank Going dark.
Miss.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Yeah.
That wasn't even one of my clever ones. All right.
Did you like make that one up like right after Modern Warfare 2019?
Actually, maybe. It did sound tactical, right?
Yeah, because like what I was gonna ask you, like was like if this game like was released close to MW, because I was like maybe they're like referencing that or something, but
I guess that would have been MW2. Well, this would have been right before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Continue.
Ratchet and Clank, A Crack in Time.
Hit.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
That's what Clock Blockers was gonna be.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Ratchet and Clank, Galactic Protection.
Miss.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
And then the final one. Ratchet and Clank, Bang Bang Bang.
No way. There's no bang bang bang.
Yeah.
That's okay. That is so ridiculous. I'm gonna say hit.
Aha! It was a trick question because
swing.
they actually had a Japanese comic spin-off that was titled Ratchet and Clank Bang Bang Bang, Critical Danger of the Galaxy Legend.
Oh.
So.
Well, wait. Do I get it or not?
Yeah, I guess I'll give it to you. It's like a bonus trick question. All right, let me add these up. How well do you think you did? What percentage do you think you got right?
60%.
Ooh, that's pretty good. All right, let me add these up.
Sometime later.
You got
What?
15 wrong. 15 right, and then the trick question right. So with the trick question, you win.
Yeah.
That extra credit.
Dang. Okay, so that was more like 50% plus the bonus. That's what saved me.
Pretty much.
Okay, well I didn't do as well as I thought I did, but
You
at
did
least
as well as flipping a coin.
yeah. Well, yeah, by the skin of my teeth, but I'm happy with the result all the same. That was fun. That was crazy. I didn't even know about this kind of naming culture for the Ratchet and Clank franchise.
Yes, they've kind of moved away from it. So the last game they put out was Rift Apart, which is still a pun, right? Because they were ripped apart. Yeah. Oh. But like, yeah, I think they've kind of matured as a studio. And I think we've kind of matured as a culture.
Yeah. You just been playing me the whole time like none of these names are real.
No, they really are.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Some of these are kind of scandalous, but they were on store shelves. But yeah. And some of these, like, well, no, they are kind of obvious. Size matters. Yeah. Some of them, they didn't always go that way. Like All for One. Like you heard some of the ones they were coming up with.
Yes.
They were pretty funny, but they ended up going with one that I think was the most marketable, even though it didn't stick with their naming scheme at the time, but that's probably okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it went Tools of Destruction, Quest for Booty, Crack in Time, Into the Neck. Well, I think it was it All for One, Full Frontal Assault, and then Into the Nexus? I forget which order it was precisely. Into the Nexus was the last one on PS3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this still recording? Yeah.
Alrighty. I guess I should let the audience go. I feel like I'm holding them hostage. I feel like I'm holding you hostage.
The ones that didn't want to watch, are probably gone anyways.
Oh, that's true. Only the real ones are here. If you're still here, type gosh, which one of these egregious titles should I make them type in the comments? Pick your favorite, I guess. Let me know what your favorite title is. Or
Double Destruction. Double Destruction's my favorite.
Well, folks, that's it for my list of Ratchet & Clank hit, swing, or miss. No, swing, hit, or miss. Thank you so much to Walker for being such a good sport. And thank you for watching this far. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comments below. It's not my usual content, but I had a lot of fun making it. And it was fun seeing for myself what I wrote 3 years ago, because I didn't go through this list before before reading it to Walker. Leave a like if you laughed. Leave a dislike. Well, actually, I can't think of a good reason why you would, so don't worry about that. And subscribe if you're interested in more gaming-related content, usually deep dives, but let me know what you think of this style of content as well. And I will see you in the next video. Bye! Oh, Walker, say bye.
Bye!